Moving to the town manager. In June, the council voted to change his end date. And do you agree with that decision? And we'll start with Ryan.
I do not agree with that decision. For starters, if the financial analysis that has been put into the public eyes as of, I believe, early as last week is one reason. Just some quick pointers. The amount of money we're going to be spending can be anywhere from $373,000 to $656,000, depending on outcomes that are determined not only by the town manager, but other aspects. Leave time being $31,000, salary till his termination date, almost $200,000, and it goes on. I have no reason to see why John Clem should be taken out of the seat as he did by this contract that he did choose to sign. I don't feel he had the right atmosphere that needed to make a confident decision. I would like to have him come back if that was an option. I feel he's a very good town manager, goes after the major decisions that need to be focused on, and he gets along with many people that I've talked with myself and I'll hear from others, and he's a very likable person. So yes, I wish he could stay. Thank you.
Thank you. Mike?
Just to clarify the question is, do I agree with the manager's end date of his contract being changed?
Yes.
No, I don't agree with it for the simple reason that A, we've never been given a definitive reason as to why his contract's been amended, and B, I don't agree with paying him $250,000 to himself to do nothing. I don't agree with paying anyone to sit home and do nothing. So having said that, I don't think it should have been changed. I think until we hear a definitive reason, concrete reason, not just that it was his time, or that he agreed to it, why was he pressured, and why was he pressured to take the early out? And the short answer is no, I don't agree with it.
Thank you. Jim?
Yes, I do agree. There are many things about the contract change that I didn't agree with and voted against. But when it came time to vote for it here on the council floor, I did vote for it because that was the best thing that was brought forward for the change in the contract. For me, there were reasons why I called for the town manager to resign a while ago. But it wasn't always that way. I went out of my way to compliment the town manager, to make sure that people understood the good job that he was doing, especially in the realm of finance. When he wanted help so that he could conduct one summer when he was asked to be a guest conductor, he asked me to help him, and I was glad to help him with the lessons. It's one of those things where I thought as a town manager he was doing a good job. But then something happened a number of years ago, and it started showing in other areas, in other ways, and started to grow. And then it overstepped bounds by coming into the town council. And at that point, it was no longer acceptable behavior. And so I was put in a situation to look at this situation objectively and say it was time for the town manager to go. When he threatened me, I knew it was time. Okay? When he basically didn't talk to me after I reviewed him, he didn't talk to me for months. I knew it was time to remove him. And it's those types of things from myself that I felt that really came together to show that maybe he was stepping a little bit beyond the limits of what he should do. The people come out, and if he was our mayor and he was elected by the people, then he'd be our mayor, and I would sit through it. But it's not. It's a responsibility of the town council, and we had to make that decision, and we did make that decision. Unfortunately, it was a minority of the council that passed, which to me, surprisingly, that most people don't think odd. That it isn't weird that, something like that had took place and how it happened and how it came about. And I think for most people to understand that the contract that was negotiated by the town manager and agreed to by the town council was at his behest. It was what he wanted. And so that's how we move forward, and that's what the decision that was made. But being objective and being able to look at it and having all the information is really important to strike the right balances and be able to serve the people of Barnstable the best.
Thank you. Would anyone want to have a response to anything that was said? Then we'll move on.